Manchester United 3, Everton 3. First 10-15 minutes, I thought Everton were all over us, had a lot of the ball, and we were just chasing them. So I was very worried of how we started the game. After that initial 10 to 15 minutes, I thought we took control of the game. We were very good for the first half, for the majority of it. Let's get into the notes. Got a lot of notes, so let's go. Wan-Bissaka he played on Calvert-Lewin at one point. He just ran through Calvert-Lewin. We tried to play the offside trap, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not switched on again. He's done it recently. I think it was against Sheffield, maybe. Can't remember the team, but he done it recently again in a game where the rest of the defence have pushed up to catch the player offside, and he got caught in that game as well. And he's done it again tonight, so he needs to work on that. And surely you should be working on things like that in training, because I don't understand why it keeps happening with him, because Shaw, Maguire and Lindelof are all in line and he is dragged back for no reason. So I think it's just it's concentration and focus, and at times he switches off, so he's got to do better with that. Shaw made a superb sliding tackle on Calvert-Lewin as well shortly after, and just shielded it after that and got rid of the danger. Greenwood, quick feet on the edge of the box, but he needs to look for the pass, and he didn't get his head up, and he did that thing where you don't shoot or you don't pass, you just, do you know what I mean? It's nothing, and it just went out of play. When all he needs to do is pick his head up and make a simple pass. Do you know what I mean? And that frustrates me with Greenwood, because he's got the ability, but he's very selfish at times, and I'm hoping that's just his age, and it will come, because he's got the quality, but he's frustrating. And simple little things like that, just keep it simple. Rashford, I thought started poorly again, but switched it on after a poor start and put a world-class cross into the box. World-class. Cavani makes the header, gets it in. So, great header from Cavani, but a world-class delivery from Rashford. I was pleased to see that, because I thought how he started, I was like, oh, again, Marcus, really? So, props where it's due. Bruno had a free kick to the right. Poor delivery, just trickled to the keeper, basically. Not trickled, but bounced to the keeper. Like, you know where you try to whip it in, but it doesn't have any whip. I thought it was poor from him. You don't see that a lot from Bruno, but that did happen. I thought Pogba was very good. Obviously, he went off he pulled his thigh, and it's very unfortunate, because I thought he was playing very well. I thought he was controlling the midfield, dictating the pace. Passing was on point. He was having a good game, and he just went down, sat on the floor, and pulled his it looks like his thigh. So hopefully it's not too bad, and he's back in a few weeks, because we're going to need him. But it's just typical, because he's in form right now, and that happens. Not a good thing for us. Fred come on for him. I don't think Fred was great, to be honest. I don't understand why they can't bring Donny on for Pogba. Do you know what I mean? You've gone from an attacking midfielder more. I know he can sit deeper and play longer balls, but Pogba is more attacking than defensive, in my opinion. And you bring on a defensive midfielder in Fred when you could bring on Donny van der Beek, and it just proves the agenda against Donny for me. So that was disappointing. Lindelof messing about at the back, where he should just put the ball into the stands, and he gets caught. Everton nearly make us pay for it. Just rolls out past the post, and David Gea had it covered, I think. But that all comes from Lindelof not clearing the ball. Just put it into the stands. That's all you've got to do. And he plays himself into trouble, and we nearly pay for it. So not good. There was another point where Rashford had really quick feet, beat one or two players, lays it off to Fred on the edge of the box, and he shoots not only with his weaker foot, but it's terrible. Like, I've heard people say recently Fred can't shoot, and he really can't, and it was embarrassing. So Marcus did all the work for him, and he can't even get it on target. So Fred needs to stop shooting. Bruno, world-class goal. Curled it and put dip on it and whip like over the keeper, like almost like Beckham used to, from an angle that you don't expect a right footer to do that. Whips it, curls it and dips it over the keeper. World-class finish, superb, just showing his quality. Just crucial moments, clinical, and it's the Bruno that we love. Superb goal. Olsen, no chance. Calvert-Lewin got put in again, just running through the back, and narrowly put the ball past the post. Very, very close to the post. So got away with that. Second half, Cavani to Shaw, and Olsen made a good save. It was kind of, well, I'll say a good save. It was quite central, to be honest, so it was made easier on that part of it. But good move with a 1-2 move with Cavani and Shaw. Decore tapping after Calvert-Lewin put him in. Maguire too slow to catch up to Calvert-Lewin. He's nowhere near him, and all Calvert-Lewin has done is run behind. That's it, and Maguire's nowhere to be seen. Like, he can't get near him, and this is a problem because we haven't got pace at the back. And he done it at another point as well, where he's in between Lindelof and Maguire, Calvert-Lewin, and they're not getting anywhere near him. And he's quick for a big guy, but he shouldn't be that quick where you can't even make ground on him at all. And they're not. And that was embarrassing because Calvert-Lewin, he tries to cross it, but it looks like a shot as well. David De Gea flaps at it, doesn't clear it properly, and Decore's got a tap in. I think David De Gea needs to do better, but it all stems from Maguire's pace. So disappointing. James Rodriguez shortly after that as well smashes it in for 2-2. Edge of the box running in, no one's on him. It looks like it should be Fred's man from what I saw on the replay, and he don't get to him quick enough. Bruno's trying to sprint back from an attacking position to try and get to him, but it's not Bruno's man. It looks like it's Fred's man, so someone's got to be marking him. It either has to be Fred or McTominay, and I didn't see McTominay in the shot, so for me, Fred's the nearest guy, and he's not marking anyone anyway, so that's on Fred. I don't think De Gea can do anything about that, but the first goal I think he can. Greenwood needs to learn to cross the ball first time. He gets in good positions all the time, like I said earlier, but he doesn't pick his head up and play the simple ball. But this one was worse because he's got all the time in the world, no pressure, and he looks up to see where the players are. There's 2 or 3 players in the box, and he don't make the pass. He turns back, he's trying to do the quick feet when he's in space to just play a ball across the box. Keep it simple. He overcomplicates it, tries to do quick feet, and he loses possession of the ball. He's got to stop. He's got to work on that. Yes, he's very young, but he's doing it a lot right now, and it's very frustrating because he does that more than scores or gets an assist. And it's got to start changing because especially them moments where there's no pressure and stuff, you've got to do better. Cavani puts it into Rashford at a tight angle and also made the save. I don't think Rashford could have done too much more. It was very tight, as I said. Shaw free kick, superb delivery. Scott McTominay gets his... we all thought it was a header at first view, but on the replay it actually comes off his shoulder, and we get a little bit fortunate because Olsen slips, and yeah, he slips at the vital moment, and it goes into the bottom right hand corner off of Scott McTominay's shoulder. A lot of people probably say it's lucky, but you need your luck. Bruno put a through ball to Rashford. Rashford took too many touches, shoots with his left foot after messing about in the box with it, taking too many touches, comes out on the left, shoots it high and wide when you should probably just hit it first time on the right side. Digne then hit the outside of the post. Looked like David De Gea had his angles covered anyway, but still, it's not risks you should be taking. And Digne hit the outside of the post. Maguire muscled off the ball. This is near the end of the game, bear in mind. Looks at the ref for him to blow his whistle. The ref's not having it. Maguire's laying on the floor like he's just been shot. And like he's just been told he can't have no dinner or something. Get up. It's embarrassing. You're meant to be the captain of the club. Calvert-Lewin plays the ball to Richarlison, who made a bit of a mess of it, to be honest, and it just sort of scurried wide. So got away with that one, but Maguire, what are you doing? Plays to the whistle, and he goes over from a challenge. Like I think he was trying to say that he got pushed in the back, but come on, man, look at the size of you. Be strong. The referee don't give a foul for it, and they nearly score, and you're still laying on the floor. Come on. Embarrassing. Meant to be the captain, mind you, as well. Last kick of the game, they get a set piece. Digne whips it in. Keane beats Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, who are sandwiching him, and he still beats them. Gets a flick. I think it might hit another one of our players. Then it hits Calvert-Lewin by like maybe his stomach or his chest, and then he just stretches his foot out and puts the ball in the net. Literally the last kick of the game, pretty much, other than the kick-off after the goal. And we've thrown the game away. The first goal, for me, it's on Maguire and David De Gea. Second goal, I don't think De Gea can do anything about it. That's Fred's fault, the second goal. And the third one, I can't remember who gave away the foul for the set piece, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw get either side of Keane, who gets the flick on. Why is he beating both of them? And who's on Calvert-Lewin? I'm speechless. So, thrown the game away. First half, as I said, they started a lot better than us. Then we got into the game. I thought after 10-15 minutes we were a better team for the first half. Second half, bit of a joke really. Like, the attackers did their job and the defence let us down tonight. Simple as that. Player ratings, David De Gea, I give a 3. I feel we should do better with the first goal where he tries to clear it and you don't get a strong enough contact on it. And yeah, maybe a 4, but I'm going to give him a 3 because I think he needs to do better even in that just one moment. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets a 3, mainly for that flick on from Keane, but also that earlier chance where Calvert-Lewin's just run through and Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays him onside when all the defenders are pushed up to try and do the offside trap and he switches off. So a 3. Lindelof gets a 3 as well. Should have put that ball into the stands at that point, nearly gives away a goal. Maguire, done for pace, not leading, and at the end he's laying on the floor. It's embarrassing. Where's the leadership? 3. Luke Shaw gets a 7. I was tempted to give him a little bit lower than that because of that Keane flick on, but I think his overall play was good again. Set piece delivery, he got the assist obviously, and he got that. He could have scored also as well. So I think out of the defence he was the best, but it's questionable that he probably could have done better with a flick on as well. McTominay, thought was pretty good. Got the goal obviously with his shoulder. Pretty good. Pogba, as I said, unfortunate. Thought he was good before the injury. Gets a 7. Greenwood gets a 7. I thought he was lively, but frustrating in clinical moments at times. Just keep it simple and he'll be superb. Bruno gets an 8 for me tonight. That wonderful goal he scored. Just clinical. Yeah, I just think he was the best of the lot tonight. Rashford gets a 7. Started poorly, but then turned it around. Not the worst from him. I thought he was all right after that initial poor start. Cavani gets a 7. Was doing a lot of tracking back again tonight, working hard. Gets a 7, got his goal with a header obviously as well. Fred, I thought was poor tonight. Not dominant, strong enough on the ball again. Just needs more presence in the midfield for me and he didn't offer it. So gets below average with a 4. Twanzebe come on for about 2 minutes at the end. I'll just give him an average of a 5 because he didn't have enough time. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I give an average tonight of a 5. You could argue it should be lower. His substitution times are the problem again for me tonight. Twanzebe 2 minutes at the end, only brung Fred on because Pogba was injured, and we still got another sub to make, and he doesn't do it. So I just don't understand it. It should be better from him, and I'm probably being a bit generous with not giving him below average. But I'll give him an average of 5. We've thrown the game away tonight. The attackers did their job. The midfielders weren't great, but did their job for the most part. But the defence was terrible. Set pieces, pace. No leadership from Maguire. David De Gea flapping. Not good enough. Thrown the game away. It feels like a loss and it's a draw. And Everton is not a bad team, so usually I'll be okay with a draw, but it's the way that we've drawn this game. Man of the match I'm going to give to Bruno. And I'll be back for the cup game. I'll catch you then.